way that I can be 100% sure that what I'm eating is right, doesn't have problems, is if I know everything about it, from where the seed came from, the ground that it's in, everything that got put on it, how it was harvested, and how it was cared for until it got on my plate. If you don't know all of those things, you don't know that you're eating healthy. And we realize that, and the only way to do that is to raise it ourselves.
That's why we're homesteaders now.
So.
We let our turkeys have a little yard today. We're gonna see how they do. They're such social animals that we're hoping they don't want to fly over this and come to us. So Jim's sitting in there with them right now. But we're hoping they do okay. Otherwise we get to collect them back in. They're great foragers though. Look at them eating the grass. We are getting some higher panels for them, but hopefully they'll be content with staying in there. Hello.
So tell me about all these foods. We grew this.
We grew this cauliflower.
And it's supposed to be hard to grow, and we don't exactly know what we did.
Oh my goodness, the cauliflower is just growing. This is the second head, and we've got 2 more out there that are ready to go. They were ready in like 50 days. Just beautiful. The beef is ground grass-fed beef. The beans that are on top of it, I took from like 4 different sets of beans that I got from Bob's Red Mill, and made refried beans myself. The salsa is homemade, and
not just homemade, but from the tomatoes we grew. Homemade.
And the
last year's tomatoes.
The mushrooms are shiitake mushrooms, and they are, I bought them at the farmer's market this week from a man who grew them himself. He has a mushroom farm, and I've seen those. I just saw a video on them, and they're amazing. And so these mushrooms are really, really good.
Back to the grass-fed beef. This comes from Carol's, and it's just a couple miles over here. We actually went to the place.
We go to her place to pick it out. Yeah, her husband passed away a few years ago. She continued to run the farm, and she raises pigs, and she has bunches, a lot of chestnuts, and so trees, and so then she fattens them up at the very end with chestnuts. So all of her pork is chestnut, and her farm is called Chestnut Farm. So anyway,
it's great to look your farmer in the eye.
It is. I love doing that.
Well, farmers are great people. I mean, they're a lot of fun to be around. Like our strawberries, this family get them from. I'm under the impression most of the family doesn't speak English very well. They are
Korean.
Is it Korean?
I'm pretty sure.
That doesn't look like a Korean name to me. Looks more like it might be Chinese, but
No, I don't think so.
he doesn't look Korean. I'm sorry.
Okay, so maybe.
Whatever they are, the adults don't speak English very well, and their son is kind of the spokesman. He's the one at the farmers markets and at the stand.
And he's so, I mean, we go there and he just lights up and sees us and says, hi.
Well, what's neat,
knows us.
when we see him at the farmers market, he says, you know, just the price here, it's such and such, because you come to my place and pick him up, I'll do it for this much. I mean, he knows us. This is awesome.
Well, today what I wanted to talk about was the YouTube community. And the YouTube community that we have has become very important to us. And we're so excited. We're up to 52 subscribers. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have a lot to improve upon. We need to go and do a trailer. We need to put in better things on our YouTube. And we're learning.
And apparently we need to start working more with our Facebook page. We've had multiple people looking at it recently.
Which Facebook page?
The Hardiness Approach Facebook page.
Oh yeah, I guess we should go there too. Wow. So it takes a lot of work, and but it's just become my job, I guess, and I love it. And I want to meet these people. I'm so excited to go to the Mother Earth Fair because I know some of them will be there. So in Albany, Oregon. So I'm very excited about that. And I just kind of wanted to say that some of the people on the community, I feel like we know them better than we know some of our own kids, which is really sad. And so we're like, well, we just need to tell our kids to start making videos that we can watch every single day and get to know them. I mean, it's a great community, but more than that, the other thing that we have come to the conclusion of, I'm going to specifically mention Doug and Stacy and Off Grid. And I know that you really live off grid. And I would love to do that. And Jim goes, well, really? How come you would love to do that? And
I'm not opposed to doing it. It's just surprising to hear that from her. That's all.
Well, first of all, I'm not afraid to do that. We lived in a 400 square foot home before that was a shack, and we started fixing it while we lived there. But I want to stop being dependent upon electric companies and gas companies and water companies and all of these things that, even though you get your bills all paid off, you're still dependent upon things, and I don't want that. But then the other reason is I watch you, Doug, and I see the clothes that you wear, and I think, well, first time I thought, well, that's kind of silly. And then I watched your one where you actually spoke about it. And then I got a Mary Jane magazine this week, and I was looking at it, and it was talking about the cottons and the this and the that, and I thought, you know, we've evolved in what we have done in order to live healthy. So it makes perfect sense that we stop putting clothes on our body that may have chemicals in them too. And
chemicals on our skin.
Yeah, so kudos to you,
mouth.
Doug, for doing that. And we love this life, and we want to expand it more and more and more until it's the only thing that we do. And you know, keeping a balance, of course, amongst everything, but so that we can learn how to do the antibiotics and the herbs for medicinal purposes, and what herbs we need for our chickens. And anyway, it's just, we love our community, and we're really grateful to all of you for helping us be part of you. It's been really great.
Something that we haven't stated, and I don't know if it's been clear, but it definitely needs stated. Our path to where we are is, everybody's path is unique. And our path to here started with us wanting to get healthier. Had nothing to do with homesteading. And it was about us getting healthier, and we decided to eat better. I mean, we were living in town, and you know, that meant trying to garden, but the climate we were in, we just couldn't.
We were in Colorado.
Yeah, kind of limitations. You know, try to get it all figured out. We could have done. We were headed in the right direction.
We did do amazing things.
Yeah, we did. But it was about us trying to eat right, making changes there. And as you know, when you start making lifestyle changes, you see more possibilities. And so it was eating the right foods, exercising, and one thing led to another, and we realized specifically with the food is, okay, yeah, we need to eat healthier. And then at some point, what was available at the grocery store, even though there are healthier choices there than others,
they're not acceptable.
Even the healthiest choices have some issues. So we realized, okay, we need to buy organic foods. Well, okay, whose organic foods, and where does it come from, and what went into it, and how do you know that? And so you need to buy it from the farmer, and boy, it's expensive. And how do we really know that they're not kind of pushing the parameters of organic a little bit? And the seeds, where do they come from? In the case of animals that they're feeding, what have they been feeding those animals that's going into the meat? You start asking those questions, you say, well, the only way that I can be 100% sure that what I'm eating is right, doesn't have problems, is if I know everything about it, from where the seed came from, the ground that it's in, everything that got put on it, how it was harvested, and how it was cared for until it got on my plate. If you don't know all of those things, you don't know that you're eating healthy. And we realize that, and the only way to do that is to raise it ourselves.
That's why we're homesteaders now.
So, and that's the vegetables, and
the meats,
the dairy products. We're not doing our own dairy products, but we can look our dairy product producer in the eye, and we're confident that they're doing good things.
Yeah, we have great source for raw milk, so it's wonderful. Anyway, we want to thank our community.
It's a great place to be. We like our friends.